And here we go. Let's just get some moons. We'll chill. We'll talk about some stuff. And yeah, Mario Odyssey. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about the darkest side of the moon? I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to go through some of the levels I didn't revisit too frequently and just collect a couple curve boys. Snails? Okay, topic is now snails. What can you tell me about snails?
Super Mario Odyssey!
Vinny, what other food should have amiibo functionality? Snails. Absolutely 100% snails. Let's talk about how much of a nightmare burn cycle was. We don't really need to, like, necessarily talk about it. It's 100% self-evident. Just watch the stream. Or don't. Better yet, don't. Vinny, what were some of the tweets you got about Burn Cycle? Okay, so if anyone was not aware, I streamed this terrible FMV game from the late 90s. No, from the early 90s, 94, called Burn Cycle yesterday, and it was fucking terrible. 2 days ago, I took the day off yesterday, and I got some... I don't know if the tweets are still in existence. But let's see. I said, you have homework. Tell me what you learned from Burn Cycle. And here was what I got. I got a couple tweets. 1. Repeated shooting makes you die faster. Please insert your credit card. 2. Or 3. I won't need my dick. 4. Losing at the casino literally makes time disappear. 5. It's a bitch. Someone else said, Dragon said, I learned absolutely nothing from Burn Cycle. Please delete. Vinny, I learned that tonight's game is as masturbatory as Blade Runner. I resent that. Though you do have a bit of a point. Here's what someone else learned. They learned this. So, there's that. Vinny, I learned not to watch any more Sunday streams. I learned to lead your shots. And, it's a bitch. Most people just learn that it's a bitch. This is the best thing I've ever seen. Space Dog. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Wow. Let's see, we got some wedding gear. Here's the gold Mario stuff, which I'm not buying because I need to save for the fucking skeleton. We're gonna focus on skeletons today. However, I'm surprised I didn't buy any of this shit yet. I can buy a spacesuit for Mayro. And you know what? We haven't seen Mario in a spacesuit, I think, since Super Mario Land 2. On the Game Boy. Awesome. Mario Land 2. Did I say Mario Party 2? He jump. You know that picture of Mario's face next to the dog? Like, someone took a picture. I showed it early on in my Mario Odyssey streams where Mario was like kind of tired and it was the dog's butthole and Mario was looking at the dog's butthole. Well, the person who'd made that photo was actually, they contacted me and saying, like, I should give them credit. Because I apparently borrowed their content. The thing is, I didn't know that there was credit to be claimed for a photo like that. I just had a ton of people send it to me. So, yeah. I apologize if you wanted credit for the dog butthole picture. But I don't have the name. However, you know who you are if you are that, in fact, there in life and things, and you did a good job taking a picture of Mario next to a dog's butthole, and next time I show it, if I ever show it again, I'll give you credit. So yeah, that's just one of those things, Murph. What do you mean you don't want? Why would you not want credit for a photo like that? If my life could amount to anything, well, you know what it would be. I don't remember who it was a while ago when they tweeted at me, but I'll tell you what, I don't remember if it was Shadman, or if it was just some rando pretending to be the creator. Because it very easily could have been some kind of japes. Vinny, you invoked his name? I don't know, people in chat are saying his name. Who the fuck is that? Oh. Oh, great. What combination of letters won't I be able to say next week? Great. My circle has a tumor. Somehow I got worse at this. Well. I think I just needed to zoom out a little bit to really get that circle feeling. Oh, god damn it! I am so fucking bad at this! Well, in any case, I don't think it was that person that took the photo of Mario's face next to the dog anus. So I hope that information helps. I had an easier time with the fucking final level on the darkest side of the moon. Holy shit. No, this is it right here. First, let me jump for no reason. This is the one. Right? And then you go down this way, and then you just hang wide. Hang wide. And then oh no! Hey, that's the closest I've come yet. Okay, let me do this now. Do I have to lead my shots? So it's got a little bulge. It's got a little bulge. Okay, we're good. How's the volume? Does the volume need to come up at all? See, the reason I ask about volume once per game is some games are genuinely louder than others. Like, I have a default setting that I use for most games that seems to work nicely, but then some games just get really loud. Like, 007 was a game that got kind of loud. I don't know why I'm talking like Christopher Walken, but it got kind of loud, and, well, it was one of those games that I thought was fine until I heard the audio later. My favorite part of the Christopher Walken impression is when it mutates. And it mutates if I do it long enough. It starts at that, and it goes to... Oh. You know, we start out pretty okay, and then we go real deep in the voice. And then it turns almost into like a Teletubby. It's the same for my English accent. Well, it doesn't get real deep in the voice, but what happens is the English accent inevitably turns into some kind of bastardized Scottish. Probably got this one, yep. So I watched a cursed video. Since we're on the dark side of the moon, I have to tell you something very important. You know how the seminal Pink Floyd album, I like the word seminal, don't you? The Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon, is rumored to go extraordinarily well with the Wizard of Oz film. Now, I saw a Pink Floyd laser light show years ago. Don't ask. And they played clips of the Wizard of Oz, and wouldn't you fucking know it? Yep, it kind of went with... It kind of went with it. It wasn't, conclusive evidence as far as I was concerned. There were potentially a lot of coincidences, but it was pretty fucking bizarre. Okay. Now, the Wizard of Oz Dark Side of the Moon thing, that's all well and good. Maybe the Floyd did do something specific there on purpose to, just jape everybody, I don't know. But, did you know that Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 also goes with Dark Side of the Moon? And if you play them at the right time together and then loop the fucking album, that it works really, really well. And you think I'm just having a jape, but there's actually a person that made a video about this. Detailing all of the, the wonderful coincidences. I'm at the point where I'm prepared to make a public statement and say that I think the Dark Side of the Moon thing with Wizard of Oz is bullshit, but that the Mall Blart movie with Pink Floyd is perfect. I truly believe that they made Mall Blart with the express intent of having it sync with Dark Side of the Moon. I wish I could find that video, but, I'm not gonna try to find it right now while I'm streaming, but maybe I can try to find it later. And it's just, again, like a 12, 13-minute video going through every scene. I think it's also one of those things where if you try hard enough, you can sync anything with anything else. And if you ingest enough of that devil's lettuce, you're also, well, you're gonna see connections. The devil's lettuce will make you see the connections. Okay, goodbye, you little UFO. There is one connection that I remember being really good, which was... Echoes and 2001: A Space Odyssey, the end of the movie. That actually worked really nicely. It's called Blart Side of the Mall. Is that the name of the video? Throw Cappy, then shake the controller for homing. I tried. I got close a couple times. What album would you sync with The Room? Probably like... There it is. Okay. What music would I sync with The Room? Repeat loop of Psycho Killer from the Talking Heads. Just an entire album of just Psycho Killer. So I gotta find one more golden boy. What about Orphan Skies? Well, they say if you play Orphan Skies during a fire, the smoke detector will sync up to the blues smoke detector. And it'll be like you're really there. Vinny, I'll keep that in mind next time I burn down my house. Thanks. That's alright. It's one of the best hobbies you could have, you know. In the top 5. You know what other music syncs really well with arson? Burning down the house! From the Talking Heads. They seem to go well with almost anything. Vinny, what syncs up with the stream? I'm So Tired by the Beatles. Goodbye, my frog friend. Can we just analyze what happens here? That's the saddest thing ever. I bet you want to know what I made for dinner tonight. I bet you do. I bet you want to know what Red Bib gave me to make for dinner tonight. I bet you really don't, though. But I'm gonna tell you anyway, because I've run out of things to talk about. Okay. So, like, chicken in a buttery pan sauce with capers. Chicken thighs. And then roasted vegetables in the oven. A little garlic. Onion. Always gotta have onion. Carrots. Like, you know, sliced kind of thinnish. And, potato. That's it. Simple. Rustic. But the pan sauce was like, it was butter and, you know, chicken stuff. And, what else? Some vinegar, salt, pepper, and capers. Right? Good. It was the simplest fucking thing in the world to make, too, because all you have to do is literally put the vegetables, chop them up, and put them in the oven for 25 minutes or more. And you're done. It's great. I think that's probably during the winter my favorite thing to make. Anything related to just leaving something in the oven for a little bit and then coming back to it and you have like a fully cooked meal. That's really convenient. I know a bunch of my friends do slow cookers. I haven't invested in a slow cooker yet. I haven't really needed to, but I've heard some really good things. Was it raw though? No, the chicken didn't go in the oven. The chicken was in a pan. I love the way this thing looks. Look, I love the textures, too. It's got like an outer membrane. These fucking Mario games now, these Mayro Nintendine kids, man, they're getting so detailed. Like that eel. I swear, if you look hard enough on those eels in this game, you can see their veins. Actually, before I continue, I'm actually wondering about something. So, lists, right? You have the capture list. Am I missing any captures? I'm missing capture number 20, 26, 41, 44, 50. Somehow I've completed the game. I've got over 500 moons. I've done the hardest level, and I'm still missing like 4 captures. Whoops. The piranha plants. Whoa. Scooped right up. Good. One of my famous tricks. There is another one. There's another one. What if I told you I was just grinding for coins, and that this is all a ploy, and that none of my deaths on this level are unplanned? Fucking scary squid. Alright, let me not do my famous tricks here. Man, I've been playing this for like, what, a half hour? And already my hands are sweaty. Some sweaty, hairy palms. The appropriate response is, Mom's spaghetti, right? Out of this world, you got up here? You've come a long, long way since the Sand Kingdom. Don't you love the stars? Here, take this. A gift for you. There's no place for this dude to go now, except the sun. How about a kingdom with the rarest mushrooms anywhere? Call that a challenge? Friend, do I have the place for you? You gotta give the car a lot of gas first. You know what's funny about this to me? That this... Okay, I've been in a couple taxis here in New York. Okay? There's a couple things wrong. I'll leave some of them to your imagination. But the thing that is most wrong is that the cab driver is nice. That's not true. You know what? I've had plenty of nice cab drivers, like really, really, like, I remember I got this one dude's number because he wanted to invite me over his house for dinner. I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay, the cab driver is waiting. He's hanging out. How the fuck is he making money? Yeah, the fucking animals. That was Boston though. That was actually an Uber driver. That wasn't like a yellow taxi. Oh, the meter is running. Well, if the meter is running and this dude can pay for all this, then yeah, no, he's good. No problems. Oh my, what is this? Anyway, I was going to Comic-Con, I think in 2011. So it was my first Comic-Con, and it was the second day, and I get in the cab, and this is pretty amazing. Mario Galaxy 2D. Yeah, so I get in the cab and the dude, we're talking, I don't know what we were talking about, but obviously we got along really well. I guess he was asking me questions about Comic-Con and what I do, and, we ended up just kind of talking about all kinds of stuff, and it was a long drive because there's so much traffic, and, I found out the dude's name was Lobsang, which is a name I had never heard before that. I'd heard it since, but at the time I was like, wait. Did you say your name is Lobster? He goes, no, Lobsang. I was like, oh, sorry. So I'm about to get out and go to the con, and I guess we had such a good conversation that, he ended up, giving me his phone number and telling me that he wanted me to come over, because I talked about we talked about his family and his kids and how they like video games. And, he was saying that he wanted me to come over and his wife was gonna make me dinner. Whoever in chat said that he wanted me to fuck his wife, that is 100% empirically not true. There's no evidence for this. This was wholesome. This was fine. The lovable cuck. Lobster. No. I really, that word has lost almost all of its meaning by now, by the way. I really, though, thought he was a really swell... just a swell dude. I never went to dinner. Cock lobster? Oh, I see what you're doing there. That's good. Cock lobster! I can't actually hear that song now without- oh fuck. Without thinking about Peter Griffin. I wish I could. Wish I could just remove the Peter Griffin Family Guy association, but I can't. Why didn't I go over and have dinner with him? Because if I remember correctly, he lived in Queens. And Queens is a bit of a trek from Staten Island. I would not recommend such a trip for the potential that you might get locked in a supply closet and duct taped. You know, you gotta know who you're going to visit if you're gonna go to Queens. But even if he was like 10 minutes away, I'd still, I mean, you know, that's like a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm sketch. It's like Larry David, you know, getting in his taxi and the dude wants to hang out with him. Ah, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm good. Just get me. No. I just gotta get to the location. Just take me to the restaurant. No, but Larry, we should hang out, Larry. No, I'm good. This was probably one of the best 2D segments in the game for me. I really enjoyed this one. And I got to tell you about Lopsang and his family. Vinny, is Curb a series you have to get used to? Because I watched the first episode and it turned me off. Do yourself a favor, if you want to watch Curb, go online and type top 10 Curb episodes or something. Top 10! And look at the best episodes of Curb. And, watch those first. And then see if you like it. Because, you know, starting at the beginning isn't 100% necessary. I don't know if I did this one already. Speaking of, can we bring back the Larry David bathroom meme? Yeah, we can do that. We'll do that right now. Okay, there you go. Sorry. I love that the sound effects that were overlaid on top of the flushing toilet was like that of rushing water. Possibly a waterfall. Maybe a hose. This is so good. And I totally believe that something like that happened to Larry David at some point. You would not surprise me in the slightest. I wouldn't exactly call it a meme, however. That was just a thing that happened in a show. But, yeah. Vinny, there's a Vinesauce version? What do you mean there's a Vinesauce version? Did I ever see this? Oh, I think I did see this. Hang on. Let's take a look. Yep. Yep, that's a corruption version. Yep. I remember that corruption too. What is the moon here? Oh, it's the musical moon. It's the musical notes. Speaking of the moon, I still haven't listened to the new Noel Gallagher album, Who Built the Moon? Which, again, I've heard nothing but good things about, but I haven't been ready for it. I know how weird that sounds, but it's just gonna be the right day, time, place. Like the King Gizzard album, I had no problem just listening to randomly. There are some albums I'm cool with just kind of leaving on as background noise while I do dishes or while I play video games, but then you have some albums where I just really want to explore the space. Really explore the space. Alright, as much as I like the moon, I think we need a little bit more variety tonight.
Yeah, explore space.
Hello there, Vinny.
Yeah, it's me, Kristen Warwick.
Every impression that I do always starts with,
Hi, it's me.
and then the name. Of course. Hey, it's me, Patrick Stewart.
Hey, it's me, Pee Wee Herman, and I'm here to tell you, don't do crack. Not only is it totally whack, but this impression has just fell off completely.
Can I hear shitty Jeff Goldblum? I'm hoping that I got so good at Jeff Goldblum from the last time I did this to now that it's not shitty Jeff Goldblum anymore, but it's good Jeff Goldblum. Alright, you ready? This is my Jeff Goldblum impression that's no longer shitty, because I now know how to do it. Hey. It's me, Jeff Goldblum. Thor. There's a big green fella here. When I founded, Microsoft in the 80s, computers were as big as rooms. This is an amazing little level. I can't help but smile when I play this game. But not because I'm playing the game and enjoying it, but rather because I pooped my pants. Well, which impression was that? Oh, that was, I don't know. Oh, come on, really? Oh, I see what I have to do. That does not look like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Not too bad. You know, life, finds a way. Ain't that right, Marge? For the life of me, I can't figure out why people want me to do these shitty impressions. Nice chill Mayron galaxy. Oh. Poisonous attack seaweed. We're so close to the skeleton. You know, you get an entirely different attack if you press both Y and B at the same time. You get like a little spin attack. But if you shake, you get a different kind of spin attack. I had no idea. I love all the little tricks in this game. I would also say I don't really like water levels all that much, but this has got to be one of my favorite water levels. Just because, well, for one, because of this. Heir apparent to sunshine. but it just looks so goddamn nice. It's just a really nice looking level. It's very pleasant. I want to be here. I feel like the divide between the underwater sections and the surface sections are also really well done. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm forced to be underwater too much, but if I want to, there's a bunch of stuff down there. So, yeah, I think my favorite kingdoms in this game would be, I've probably talked about this, but, you know, Metro Kingdom, this one, Mushroom, and maybe Tostarena. I think those are my tops. Everything else is maybe a little bit lower than them. Oh, the Wooded Kingdom and the Luncheon Kingdom are great, don't get me wrong. I want to do some more Wooded tonight just for the music. But I think those four that I listed are what? Whoa, son! See those rays? Those killer rays? Strange. It happens when I throw Cappy. It's going Terminal 10 in Stanley Kubrick's 2001. Just a little lizard fella dancing on a beach. Having a good time. Ready to get a pina colada. Dying. Desert's not happy about that one. No, this is fine. Hello, people. Oh no! So Cappy doesn't need to be hanging out with Mario anymore, you know that, right? Cappy's just doing this because he likes traveling. Cappy is taking advantage of his newfound Mario mobility. Yeah, when is the Splatoon 2 Mario Odyssey crossover gonna happen? I'm still surprised with the way Nintendo does their, like, crossovers. I'm surprised Splatoon never got a Mario-themed level. I mean, I guess it's not too late. Just wait for them sales to go down. Fucking sailor. Vinny, are there any kingdoms you wish were expanded upon? The Ruined Kingdom in particular, yeah. For sure. I mean, the Cloud Kingdom would have been nice too, because I have fond memories of Mario 3's Cloud World. So yeah, like a more extensive sky level, I think would have been really cool. Wasn't I just someplace else? Did this deposit me someplace different? There was a thing I wanted to do. There's a challenge. What's down in this crevasse? I don't remember if I've done this crevice before. Oh no, I haven't. It's kind of fun when you find an entirely new little area in the game after you've completed it. Oh. Welcome to Valkyvania, boys! That's my impression of Alvin, the character that Dan Aykroyd plays that has a penis nose and nothing but trouble. You see how Cappy just went mental on those bubbles? That was an accident. I was disappointed at myself for watching that movie yesterday, and I'd like to apologize to anyone that was held captive and had to endure the movie the same way I did. I'm disappointed in myself that I, as a child, liked that movie a lot and thought it was really funny. I blame HBO. HBO brainwashed me on a lot of movies. For as good as HBO is, they sure play a lot of fucking shit. And they did way worse in the early 90s. The Brazilianaires, yeah. What movie? It's called Nothing But Trouble. I mentioned it a bunch of times, but if you want to watch a fun review of the movie, type Red Letter Media Nothing But Trouble. They just did a review on it, which reminded me, I forgot that movie existed. I would have never remembered the judge's penis nose had Jack and Rich not talked about it. I kind of wish I kind of didn't see that. Maybe they should have never spoken about it. Oh my god. Do we have to go in there? The magical eel cave? Oh, we do. I told you about them veins. See them? That movie's mentioned quite a bit in last podcast on the left. Really? I haven't really listened to them lately. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. Sometimes last podcast is a bit sensory overload for me. But, yeah, I didn't even know they mentioned that movie. There's a couple podcasts that people have recommended to me recently that I gotta check out. One is about... It's a music one about classic albums, and the other one is How Did This Get Made? Which is, I think, about... Oh my god, eels, please. Which I think is about, shitty movies that should have never got made. I've only heard of How Did This Get Made in the past, like, 5 days. And many times, at that. So yeah, I didn't know it existed, and then it just started existing. I did this one already. Okay, that was a little spoopy. Vinny, where can I listen to that podcast? I don't have a clue. Hey, can I have my hat back? Which one? Last podcast on the left? Probably just Google it, or whatever you use for podcasts. I use Podcast Addict on my phone. The hat's doing it again. Interesting. Man, I wish I was Mario. Like, right now. Not like every day. So here's a section where the HD rumble really is noticeable. Like when the fucking things go by you on the right, you feel it on the right side of your controller. When they go by you on the left, you feel it on the left. It's pretty great. And it's something I didn't really notice. Just a minor detail. Okay, this, okay, this sunset effect is really going mental now. Is this Darren? I have a couple of other interesting... Well, not interesting, but... So, that dude N64 Glenn Plant... Like I said, he does some pretty decent N64 reviews. I enjoy watching them. Because it's just a channel that he just reviews old Nintendo 64 games. And one of the ones he reviewed was, Pilot Wings. And, it was good. Pilot Wings Wave Race. So this is reminding me of Wave Race. That's why I brought it up. And what else did he do? 1080 snowboarding. So he pretty much does the entire library, but it just brought back good memories of a couple games that I really loved early on in the N64's life, which was Wave Race and Pilot Wings. I kind of maybe want to stream Pilot Wings one day. Pilot Wings 64. That game was fucking awesome. Did you find something, boy? Sorry. Oh, nice. Hey! I don't know you could do that. Also, why are you wearing a fedora? Vacation dog. I know what's going on here. This is to make up for the lack of dog interaction in Breath of the Wild. There's only so much I can do. Please. I've already done so much, doggy. I guess I really do have a lot of art. I shouldn't do another kingdom. This is like Sunday art plus a day off art plus tonight art. So I'm probably not gonna go into another kingdom, but we'll do some more of this. There's definitely a couple more moons to get. I've been told that if I fall asleep, the dog will fall asleep. I need to see this. I think I already found Peach on this level too, by the way. Where Mario isn't dying of heat stroke, maybe he'll fall asleep. Never mind. Hint Todd. I'm not even really playing anymore, am I? I'm just kind of looking around. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. Dogbert found another thing. We're getting kind of close. Soon I'll have enough coins for the, my controller's vibrating here. Oh. Like how pretty much anything you think you should do in a spot, something happens. Okay, let's do a quick tour of the level. I might get like, let me get one more moon. There's a bunch over here, so I can go over there. The more you learn, the more you kern. Thanks, Mono. I'm thinking much more about them Vinekern. Because we, I was talking about what if we start a Vinesauce cryptocurrency? Somewhat like shitcoin. And I think the best way to do that would be to call it, we'll just call it Vinekern. But I believe Mono had that idea. Or just call it Kern. What if it's just called Kern? There's a reason I say coin Kern. It's fucking, what was it? The Honeymooners? Yeah, it was the Honeymooners. And, oh, what's the fucking Ralph Cramden's friend's name? How do I not know this? Anyway, he said, Ed. It's Ed, yeah. Norton. Ed Norton. No, it's Norton, sorry. And, he said in one episode, he's really upset that Ralph has his coin. So he goes, "Give me back my Kern." And I remember watching that when I was a kid. And I don't know why the word Kern was funny. But it was funny enough that I said it for the rest of my fucking life. Meaning, whatever you hear that I say stupid on this stream is gonna influence you for the rest of your life, maybe. So be careful. You might one day say, you know, vegetables instead of vegetables. Or you might say kern. Or, what other stupid things what other malapropisms do I say? It already has? I'm sorry. Late night bellissimo, Mayro, spaghetti, bab, shoot. Jabroni, jape, impostable. Oh, sorry. Again, it's just boredom. It's just boredom from speaking for like 4 hours a night almost every day. I just have to start modifying words to not get bored. What a solution that is. Like this for example is a bleb. Ghost instead of ghost, and Chocobo instead of Chocobo. Alright, to be fair, Ghost, I think, was my thing, but Chocobo was like a friend from when I was a kid. He thought it was legitimately pronounced Chocobo and not Chocobo. So, I don't know, man. Alright. Let's take a look at the art, because we got a lot of it. Thanks for watching, Mario. It's just a fun, relaxing game. It's not even really that there's a whole lot left to do, but I think I'd like to revisit this every now and then and just go through the levels, enjoy... Oh, Crenando, yeah, we can't forget Crenando. So let's do the art.